Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Being in a bad relationship can leave those imprints in your heart, and you find it very difficult to trust the next person. Not all men are the same. If that person has disappointed you, just let him go. I know this may make you angry when you think about it, but there are certain things that you should avoid doing when a person has left you with no reason. One of the things that you should not do is avoid begging him. As much as this will hurt you that this person has left with no reason, but please don't beg him. And you cannot show him that you're desperate. In fact, it's his loss. Maybe this relationship was not meant to be in the first place. Because at times we force matters when you clearly know that this relationship is not going anywhere, and you force matters and you bring people into your space that were not meant to walk the journey with you. Sometimes you may feel like you need an explanation why they've left you. What if that person tells you he's got no reason, he just fell out of love? Then just let him go. You cannot force someone to love you if they don't love you anymore, if they fell out of love. And you start begging him, then you're becoming toxic. So the next thing you can do is distance yourself. When you start distancing yourself, you're allowing yourself to heal. Especially if this makes you angry, that he just left you like that. This will also help you from not doing stupid things, because you know when you're angry, you end up doing stupid things, like begging him in the first place. And when you've already healed and you've moved on, you'll ask yourself, why did I even do that? That is why when you distance yourself, you're giving yourself to heal. Then ask questions like, what is that I did that I do not want to do in my next relationship? At times you need to also avoid going to those places where you might see him, because this will also make you angry. Once you find yourself that you haven't moved on, then avoid going to those places until you know that you've moved on. There's so many things that you can do in order for you to distance yourself. Once you know that you're okay, now you've distanced yourself and you feel like you're healing, you're in the process of healing, give yourself that self-love and love yourself. Your love is a blessing to you. You've got only one life, and it's to love yourself. If someone has stopped loving you, it's not the end of the world. Someone else will come and love you. But in that process, you need to start loving yourself in order for you to learn how to love again. When you are learning to love yourself again, you won't fall for that fake version of love, because you know what you want. You know what you want in your next relationship. Don't spend too much time crying over that person that left you. You have to understand that when you've put all your energy in loving someone and you've given yourself all to that person and they leave you, it's because they wanted to leave. Maybe they don't know what they want themselves. But don't blame yourself on that. Life has got so much to offer because you felt used at that moment. That is why self-love is very important, because you won't have to wait for someone to validate their love for you. When they stop loving you, let them go. It's their loss. Learning to love again is not difficult. And the next point is start doing something different. Maybe take some new challenges, or maybe do a course, so that you can keep yourself busy to avoid overthinking about this person that left you. Start learning to be independent rather than depending on someone else to love you. Because when you're depending on someone to love you, when they stop loving you, you become angry. And you find yourself jumping from one relationship to another in order for that person to validate their love for you. Because you cannot stay without being in a relationship. Or maybe you want to show that other person that you've moved on, when you clearly know that you haven't moved on. You're moving into this new relationship for the wrong reasons. This can be very dangerous because you will attract the same kind in a different phase just because you haven't healed. That is why you have to do something different in order for you to heal. Keep yourself busy. In no time you would have healed without even realizing it, and you'll be able to move on. Nobody is perfect. We are all not perfect. When you enter a new relationship with someone, you give your best and there's so much to offer. But when you're entering a new relationship and you haven't healed from your previous relationship, you become toxic. You need to reevaluate yourself and ask yourself, are you ready to start that new relationship? or you're entering it on a rebound. Ask yourself, what do you need to change? That maybe it has been a cause of the breakup, of the previous breakup. If you ask yourself these questions and you don't have answers, and you find that you haven't done anything wrong, then it's not your fault. When he hasn't said anything to you the cause of the breakup, then it just means that this person was not meant to be part of your journey. And this could help you not to enter a relationship where you find yourself that this is a one-way relationship. You're putting too much effort, and yet this other person is not putting any effort to make this relationship work. Where you're more focused in pleasing this person rather than a two-way situation. You are doing everything to make this relationship work, and they're not doing anything. It's important to know what you want on your next relationship. That is why you have to give yourself time for you to heal. Don't bring in a new person into your space when you haven't healed. Otherwise, you'll end up making wrong decisions again. So that is why it comes to the next point where you need to give yourself time to heal. When you start doing something different, you are allowing yourself time to heal in order not to make the same mistakes again. You're not going to allow yourself to attract the same kind. You're allowing space for that new person to come into your life. Healing takes long, and give yourself time to heal. It doesn't matter how long it takes, because by the time you're healed, it will show. And you'll attract a better version of what you attract before. It may not be what you want, but maybe God will bring that person because he knows that you need that person and he needs you. And with time, you'll realize that this person is not a bad person after all. It's exactly what I needed. It's just that I didn't see it in the beginning. This is when you have to thank God that this person, because if you had stayed and tried to make it work, maybe this person would have stayed with you. You would have been that woman that he wants to hold on to until he finds a better option, which is not you. So when he leaves you, just let him go. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. God bless you.